Thailand. Well, let's just have a little recap. If any of you which have followed me through the turmoils of me coming to Thailand, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, guys. Yes, so it's about a year since I've actually moved here, and well, quite a story on it though. Is, I got to Heathrow Airport. I'll just give you a backstory of what's happened since I got here. First of all, before I even got on the plane, 14 suitcases, and I already had stuff being shipped out to Thailand. And, got to the airport, I had a bit of a shock. The lady from Thai Airways said, Mr. Wise, you've got 14 pieces of luggage on a £4,500 bill. What would you like to do? I've just been, just 2 years of COVID, stuck indoors, in that bloody cold weather. So what did I do? Guys, let me just turn this down. I've just made a bit of a boo-boo. Hold on. Just me practicing. Obviously never been on streaming much before. But please, anybody who's watching, please leave a comment or something. Just a rather just somebody say something and then me, I'm quite happy blogging like this until we get a crowd of people, maybe, just 2 or 3 to start with. But anyway, we got to the airport, and then what happened is, I decided to pay the bill. It was like £4,500. 2 years I'd spent, with COVID, stuck indoors. I got a business in England, I was still working. But, speeding it up sort of a year later. So what's actually happened? Well, I don't live in my house any longer, for sure. And I will be taking you there, guys. And, I think the biggest problem that I had when I first came here, because I'm a newly retired person, coming to Thailand. So I used to think to myself, what am I doing sitting here all bloody day, but not realising every Thai person or everybody what comes here don't go out that much during the day. All they do, if you're travelling or if you're maybe going to a resort or travelling to see somewhere, which isn't all the time, you're here as, you're an immigrant which had come here to live, and not just to, party and, yeah, of course, but it depends what you want. But for me, I think I'd still like I tried to still base it on a working life. I tried to do things like this, for instance. And, I like travelling, so I don't like being stuck in one place too long. So I don't know if any of you guys have actually experienced the same as me, been here and then, think to yourself, well, now I'm here, you've got all your stuff for your house, you've worked out what food you're going to be, let me just see if there's anybody, there's 2 people watching, so if you're watching, please leave a comment, just say hi, even just say hi, or just a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like, yeah, going back to when I first came here, it was a lot to do, like getting the furniture. And first of all, when I first came here, I didn't even have anywhere to stay. I had an Airbnb, which was for probably, I think for a month it was. And, the excitement of moving into a new home, that's really quite special. That is when you first move into your new Thai home, and fabulous location where I got as well. So, you spend your first 6 or 7 months, just kitting out your house, maybe, your tables, your chairs, and where I was, there weren't, unfortunately for me, where I've been staying or living, there was no bugger there. We were the first people to move in. There was other people on the development where I was staying, but it was quite lonely. I'm quite a loner anyway, but other people do find it more difficult. So after I've been there for probably 7 or 8 months, I was sitting down there thinking, what the bloody hell do I do myself? I started to do. I'd already been doing YouTube for previously 6 months prior to even moving to Thailand, and I'm really interested to see what your experience is, how you felt about your journey coming to Thailand, and what have you done since you got here? Not just me. What you guys have been doing since you moved to Thailand. Have you found it difficult, or if you find it hard to retire? I bloody have. I've still got my business, and come 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I really have to come back to where I live and take calls. It does make it difficult sometimes, but there's only certain days of the week when I'm actually having to do that so much. But yeah, it's quite exciting when you first move here. You're trying to find out your dentist and your doctor and the hospitals. But there's one thing I have found which is very difficult. How the bloody hell do you, I don't go to bars. I'm not, I don't drink, to be honest with you, because I've got a problem with my gut. Not because I've been an alcoholic or anything like that, guys. But I find it very difficult. It doesn't really bother me that much because I'm a loner anyway. But it's the people which I had made friends with, or made some connection, and we have some rapport. Is the only people I found. It's like people on the internet, like other bloggers like myself. I think it's one guy, a little bit of talk we have, a little bit of talk, is expat Paul, and I know the another guy, which I don't speak to that much, but I know of him, and we, you ask about me when I've been ill and stuff like that. It's bad Badger down in Panga there. But regarding, I've met people in the street who have seen my blog. So yes, guys, I'd be really interested in people connecting with me, and obviously coming to see watch my blogs like we are doing now. I'd really be interested. But I'd like to know what your experience is of coming to Thailand and how you found it in your first year. I've found it. I've had a lot of changes, guys. Mine's not just a little bit. A lot of things what I can't talk about. But it's been. I wouldn't say life change. It is. I don't have trouble living in Thailand. I don't miss England whatsoever. But please, guys. Please just give me the thumbs up, and if you've got something to say, please say it. I do these blogs very early in the morning because of my business. But anyway, guys, yes, so if you have something to tell me about your experience of living in Thailand, being here just 1 year myself, maybe you've only been here like weeks, please, if you live in Wahin, even better still, tell me what your experience has been, and what have you found difficult. I've been to the local hospital. I live only across the road from the Bangkok hospital. I do find, the hospitals here, when they do give you medicine, they do seem to overdose you rather, and I've had a few times I've had to go to the doctors, nothing special, probably just random things what turn up. And dentists, how have you managed with the dentists here, and doctors, and the food? I don't know about you, I was spending a fortune when I first came here as an expat, trying to find food what I like. I'll go to Nana's up the road here, but I stopped going in there because I found one of the, it's a bit bloody rude off. A few times I've been in there, been a bit off, but Nana's, and I think the Delhi Eurocaf or something, I've seen Chuck and Gift and Joe go to when they've come down this pass this way. I don't think they're too keen on, I don't think Chuck is too fussy about Wahin, but yeah, so it's really interesting, guys. I'd love to know what your experience, and please just leave something on my comments there. Let's just have a little conversation. Let's get it going, guys. We're not just here for my pretty talk. I don't give pretty talk. None of this is edited that's the reason gone for the live stream, because I like the fact that, you know, there's no pretty talk. You can talk about whatever you like, whatever subject you want it to be. Bars, you know, girls, dating, traveling to Thailand, you name it, and I'll be happy to talk about it. You know, I'm not, and we won't just be in one spot all the time. You know, I do move around Thailand, so you will see me blogging every day. But, you know, I need you guys to give me your feedback too, and your comments, you know, would be much appreciated. So what's my big gripe at the moment? I don't really have anything bad about Thailand. I've always got very good things. I don't know about you. What did you move here for? You know, what was the reason you moved here? Cheap cost of living, you love the Thai people, or, you know, you like the bars and the girls. Or you came here and you just fell in love with it. You know, for me, it was the Thai culture. You know, I love the Thai people. You know, good and bad. But anyway, guys, please, you know, I can see we've got one person watching. You know, if you've got something to say, or just give me the thumbs up, please do it. I'll be so happy just to get one comment. You know, I've only been at this 3 days now. But the real reason I've had to do the streaming, guys, I had a computer what I took with me back to London because I haven't been well. You know, I've suspected cancer, and what happened was I've taken it with me and I lost it. You know, there's a bit more to it than that, but I've lost the computer and I don't have it anymore. And about you guys, you know, if you do YouTube, you know, you need that computer so you can do your AdWords, so you can do your word search and all that type of stuff, and then it brings up your rating for people to watch. You know, like I'm doing now, you know, you won't get the vast amount of numbers of people. So, you know, it's always handy to have that, you know, and I'm not going to waste my time editing and making videos where I can't do that and give me the chance to make a bigger audience until I could afford a decent computer again, which was an Apple Mac. I don't know if you've anybody got out there got an Apple Mac they want to sell second hand, but I've seen the ones in Thailand and they want almost the same price as the bloody brand new one. But a little tip for you guys, if you are going to go and buy a computer, look on the Zardo, Studio, which actually sells a lot of, especially here in Hua Hin, their prices, what you see in the shop. Go onto Lazada and see the studio prices. I asked the girl in the shop, and all of a sudden it had gone from 42,000 baht to 28,000 baht. Right, maybe the gig was slightly different, but they're all very similar. But that's my little tip for the day, that is, guys. So, you know, please don't forget the old thumbs up, subscription if you can. I will be doing I'll be doing some videos probably in the next 3 or 4 months, or 2 or 3 months, and that'd be quite interesting to get started with that again. But I really like this live streaming, to be very truthful, guys. It's so, you know, you've got a connection with people which you're talking to straight away, and once I get a few more, somebody to make a comment and we get people watching this line, it'd be really good. So anyway, after 1 year, what's my experience? Well, for me, it's been life-changing. Like I said, I can't tell you everything what's happened to me, but I'll take you to my house. It's actually desolate now. You know, you see that with that beautiful house. It's still, you know, still belongs to us, but, you know, it's has no electricity at the moment, and it's got no... it's got water, but you need electric for the water to pump, and the swimming pool needs attention. You know, I've changed it to a salt water swimming pool, but you know, that's just by and by that is. So if you do want to, you know, be here, and you know, things do happen, and you have to move on and make the best of things. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to ramble on too much. If you want some new subjects for tomorrow, maybe you can leave them in the comment box down below. But like I say, you know, there's no restrictions on this live streaming. You know, if you've got something to tell me or something you want to tell me about your your situation, what you're doing right now, I'll be more than happy to talk to you or discuss it. And if there's more information needed about visas and stuff like that, I get most of my stuff done by an agent actually, and she's very good. If you can afford an agent, guys, and you're coming to live in Thailand, it's definitely worth the time it is. For me, I have a multi-visa as well. So if you do get your visa, it's worth getting that multi-visa. If you're going to move in and out of Thailand a bit, like I have to go back sometimes to London, it's worth having that. Because remember, if you leave the country, you ain't got that bloody multi-visa. That O visa or retirement visa or VIP visa will be whoosh, and you have to start again. You have to get that multi-visa. But anyway, guys, it's good to have the thing about this 1 year thing. There's loads more things about this one. Staying in Thailand 1 year, you know, it's with me, it was mostly to do with my food. You know, I've really missed my English food, you know, but now I'm really adapted to eating a lot of Thai food. And if you do come to Wahin and you're with a young family or there's a gang of you, want to eat reasonable instead of going to a restaurant, you know, go to Village Market there. It's called the, street food. And it's downstairs as you go into Village Market. And you go down there, you know, you can have like, I go in there, if I have pad thai and a drink, you know, like 80 baht, you know, 60 baht. So it's about £1.50 for a pad thai or tom yum or, you know, pad thai is my favourite. That's usually all I have, to be truthful. And there's, you know, and it's quite interesting downstairs there, you know, like, I don't know about you, when I first came here, I used to like going to Blue Pork, so I had the assurance that lots of people speaking English, but now, you know, I think it's good to embrace living in Thailand and actually trying to speak some of their language. Anyway, guys, we have a new subject to tomorrow. I don't know what it's going to be. I'll probably put it up on the internet there. And then we can, you know, maybe you can leave something in the comment box, what you'd like to talk about. Maybe health insurance. What would you do if you come here for a long stay? You know, renting a property. You know, buying a car. There's loads of different things you can, you know, getting that yellow book or getting your visa, moving to Thailand. What would you do preparing to come here? That's a real biggie, that is, to be truthful. And there's lots of grey areas, because don't forget, if you're a pensioner here, once you've been here for more than 3 months, your pension is frozen unless you go back like I do, and that keeps it unfrozen and means you're still entitled to the national health system. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, I can go back in and out quite often because of my business, but a lot of people wouldn't be bothered with that. But just talking about it on a, you know, really it's third rate, because if you've got an illness, you can't really, they won't do nothing for you because you've already had that illness, especially, you know, old git like me. I think if you come in as a young guy or a nomad, and you've got nothing wrong with you, you know, first time that you get hit with what it is, as long as it's continuous, then you're safe. But if it's something which you have, which is, you know, ongoing, and you have to keep having treatment, and it could be bloody expensive, you know, you have got to have large pockets. Anyway, guys, I think of something really fresh for you tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and thanks to that one person. I don't know who you are, but I much appreciated. And I hope we get a lot more viewers. Tomorrow maybe we'll talk about air travel and, you know, how much it costs to fly to Thailand now, because you know how exorbitant it is now. Anyway, this is just Freddy. Until tomorrow, we'll see you guys. Have a great day and be lucky. Bye-bye, guys. See you tomorrow. Now I've got to work out how to turn this off.